Galdera da, zenbat hizkuntza ezagutzen dituzuen, hitz egiten dituzuen, edo ulertzen dituzuen ere. Bale? Bai?
Etxean hitz egiten dut gaztelania eta euskera. Eskolan gaztelania, ingelesa eta euskera.
Euskera, gaztelania eta ingelesa.
Lau hizkuntza dakizkit, arabiarra, euskera, gaztelania eta ingelesa.
Euskera, gaztelania eta ingelesa.
Multilingualism is all around us, but are we making the most of it? Here at the University of the Basque Country, we investigate how to develop multilingual skills in the most efficient way at school and how multilingualism can be an asset for intercultural communication. Multilingualism today occurs all over the world and it's a fact in schools. In many countries, students have not just one, but a diversity of home languages. All school children need to develop fluency in different languages to gain sensitivity to different cultures. Still, many schools go on to teach languages in a traditional way by isolating languages so that they do not get contaminated.
These are monolingual views, but now there are new approaches. We call our approach Focus on Multilingualism, and it has three dimensions. First, we consider learners as multilingual speakers. They are not deficient speakers of the target language, but emergent multilinguals who can communicate in different languages. Second, we look at the whole linguistic repertoire, that is all the languages that are being learned and used both at school and at home. And thirdly, we consider the social context, because every class, every school and every society is different.
We work in a multilingual context where Basque and Spanish are official languages and all students learn English. But we are convinced our examples are very useful for other contexts and other languages as well. Let's see a few examples of how we can activate translanguaging, moving between languages in schools.
When we look at language awareness, we want children to obtain knowledge about languages. We teach about how languages are used, about awareness of minority languages, intercultural communication, identities, and differences in power, or how languages are valued for business.
For example, as a pedagogical tool, we can use the linguistic landscape of all the signs that are all around us in public spaces. Most of those signs have written text, and often they are in different languages. Children can be asked to collect some of those signs, and then later in class there can be a debate about the way languages are put on signs, which are given more or less importance. Children can learn in that way to read the world, and they become more aware of the way languages are represented and the need to protect some languages.
When we want to activate multilingualism so as to develop metalinguistic awareness, the aim is that the students learn languages in a more efficient way by using resources they already have in their linguistic repertoire.
For example, we can use cognate words that are the same or almost the same in different languages. By learning to identify cognates in a text, students become aware of similarities and differences between languages, and their reading skills can improve.
Nowadays, in many schools, some subjects are taught through the medium of English. It's what we call CLIL or content-based instruction. That is when content and language are combined in the same lesson. It is interesting. Parents and teachers are convinced that in this type of lesson, students should use only English because otherwise they will become lazy if other languages are used. What they forget is that languages are not enemies, but can become friends that help each other.
So this time the language will be us, okay?
In order to learn, we all need to connect our own prior knowledge to new information. Students can learn from their own multilingual resources. By activating these resources, learning can be more effective when learning and using minority languages, national languages or English, in the language class and in the CLIL class.
Multilingualism is all around us, also in the classroom. When we are teaching language or any other subject, we want to make the most of it.